got the best of me. Saw her tail lights by the quick stop, didn't think she'd leave that fast. Half a tank and half a one, guess I should've known she'd pass. She said, don't wait up this time. Threw my hoodie in the seat, left her ring by the sink. Guess that's all she had to leave. She said goodbye with the gas pump running. Didn't cry, didn't look like nothing, just a shrug and a take care now, like we were strangers somehow. I stood there with a Coke in hand, watching her fade like the desert sand. That's how love dies. Say, yeah, this one. Clerk just nodded like he'd seen it probably twice just yesterday. Some folks leave with suitcases, some just drive away. She said goodbye with the gas pump running, didn't yell, didn't say she's done it. And there I stood in my same old boots, feeling like some worn out fool, still holding on to nothing tight. Well, she turned left into the night. That's how hearts break. A gas station's quiet like fate. Sat on your porch, just me and the smoke. Sun dipped low like the words we never spoke. I lit one up, watched it fade to gray. Felt like you were just a breath away. Old boots still by the door. I don't clean up like before. Ash in the wind, like what you left behind, flickered and gone, but still on my mind. You said nothing, but I still hear your silence louder every year. No halo light, no Sunday hymn, just me and the night, and ash in the wind. Truck won't start, but I don't care. Ain't got nowhere to go, you're not there. I talk like you're still around the bend. Guess some goodbyes don't know when to end. That swing still creaks like you might sit, but ghost or night, I ain't done with it. Ash in the wind, like what you left behind, flickered and gone, still stuck in my mind. I drank alone, but I still toast to that shadow I miss the most. No prayer said, no pretense grin, just me and the sky, and ash in the wind. You left your ring on the nightstand like curtain swaying like you knew I'll fight. I kept my voice down, let the walls speak. We were thunder low, never meant to peak. Did you dream of me on the interstate, or just pass me by like another state? You said someday with a half-closed door, but I ain't hear that someday anymore. We left our dreams all open wide, didn't close them, just let time decide. You took your coat, I kept the flame, but ashes don't hold on to name. We made love like borrowed songs, felt right but never belonged. And now I sit where silence grows, holding on to what no one knows. Holding on to what no one knows. I drove past that diner we once knew, where you cried about not making it through. I never said you're strong enough, but damn girl, you were always tough. No goodbye, no note on glass, just the echo of your bare feet past. I kept dreaming, but I dreamed slow, of a girl I once held and let go. We left our dreams all open wide, didn't close them, just let time decide. You took your coat, I kept the flame, but ashes don't hold on to name. I breathe your name in empty halls, love don't fade, it just withdraws. And every night when the lights feel cold, I hear the hush of a heart that won't grow. I hear the hush of a heart that won't grow. Lost my keys on that old bench seat, didn't even pack my boots. Left a note for mama, said this ain't home, that's the truth. No fight, no shouting match, just a man with nothing left. When the air gets thin around you, you learn to chase what's next. Got miles behind, wind ahead, a little gas, a light left unsaid. I ain't running scared, just moving on, where I don't hear that same old song. No rear view glance and no regret, just miles behind and wind ahead. That diner girl said, you alright? I said, never felt more so. A smile costs nothing, and I've been broke before. Got miles behind, wind ahead, a worn out hat and dreams unbent. No promises, no chains to break, just the sound of my own escape. No rear view glance and no regret, just miles behind and wind ahead. Wasn't made to feel a thing,
like the colder touch of spring. Just lay still beneath the sky while all the softer things passed by. But when the rain would stop and start, something stirred beneath its heart. Not in words, not in cries, just the way it held the skies. Even stone can miss the fall when the clouds would come to call. It never wept, but it retained like a stone remembered rain. Some hearts hide where none can see, beneath the guise of certainty. But even silence has a vein that pulses when it thinks of rain. So if I seem too still to care, too worn down or unaware, know I felt and I've remained like a stone remembering rain. Even stone can miss the fall when the clouds would come to call. It never wept, but it retained like a stone that remembered rain. It never wept, but it retained like a stone that remembered rain.
I left the light on just in case you might pull up to this place. A dent on the couch still shaped like you, and your coat I never moved. Neighbors ask if you're alright, and guess I still lie every night. I left the light on, front porch glow, still playing our songs real low. One plate set, one side made, living like you just ran late. I know silence speaks the most, but I still talk to your ghost. I ain't moved on, just move slow, with the light on, hoping you'd show. Your mug still stained from that last fight. You stormed out but left it right. I cleaned the house, but not your name. It still lingers just the same. Some nights I swear I hear your keys, but it's just the wind through the trees. I don't beg, I don't plead, but I still hope silently. I left the light on even now, though it's been months without a sound. clock slow. I left the light on, now you know.
Planted rose with hope in hand, turn the soil, kiss the land. But seasons came and seasons went, and no one knew where the time was spent. Rain would fall and sun would rise, but no one looked with thankful eyes. Just empty barns and rusted carts, and seeds asleep in broken hearts. Some fields grow but never yield, like silent songs that won't be healed. It gave and gave, but no one asked why it never took the test. Dreams can bloom and still be missed, like a touch that never kissed. You'll find regrets in quiet dirt, where something lived but never hurt. So if you pass and see it still, that field beneath the distant hill, know it once held golden sparks. The field that forgot the harvest mark.
That ticket cost more than I had saved, but I knew I had to make my way. 15 hours back by my side, window seat, quiet ride. Old denim packed with worn out hope, left some dreams back on that coast. Mama's voice still in my head said, come home, don't forget. Midnight towns I barely knew, rolling past like I used to do. Empty seat where you once sat, guess I ain't over that. I swore I'd chase a bigger life, but city noise don't feel quite right. Now I'm counting lines and thinking slow of things I should've let you know. The last bus home rolls quiet and slow through fields I swore I'd outgrow, but miles feel softer now somehow, with time and dust beneath me now. No need for words, I'll show I've changed. In porch light silence I'll explain. A worn out heart and calloused hands, still learning how to understand. The last bus home, don't ask me why, it just knows where a man can try to make things right with roots and rain, and maybe lose a little pain. Saw your face in that window glass, not real, just echoes from the past. Guess old roads don't let you lie, they just keep asking why. I got no speech, no grand return, just the lessons that I had to learn. If you're still there, and if it's late, I'll be the one just at the gate. The last bus home, it runs real slow, but maybe that's the way to grow. Each mile a piece of something missed, each stop a reason to exist. No flowers bought, no lines rehearsed, just silent prayers and honest words. This time I ain't chasing skies, I'm chasing peace I left behind. The last bus home, it's almost there, and I'm just hoping someone cares. A porch light on, the door unlocked, and maybe love that never stopped.
Dust hangs where the rhythm stops, notes left floating from the top. Fingers freeze on well-worn fret, chasing chords that won't forget. Wind walks slow through wooden beams, tugging threads of buried dreams. Every pause and every sway speaks of what we couldn't say. In the silence between strings lies the weight of all we meant. Moments caught with feathered wings, too soft to leave a dent. What we lost still gently clings in the silence between strings. Not every song has a name, not every fire needs a flame. Some hearts hum beneath the floor, never knocking on the door. In the silence between strings, truth sits still without a sound. No spotlight, no golden rings, just a pulse beneath the ground, where the soul of sorrow sings. In the silence between strings, in the silence between strings.
You said work sucked and I'm done. Threw your boots in the back of my truck. Gas light on, but we rolled. Didn't care where, just had to go. Hit the road with nothing planned. Windows down, your feet on the dash. You laugh like you ain't in weeks. That sound felt just like peace. We got gone, no maps, no calls. Radio playing that old George Jones draw. You looked at me like, boy, don't stop. Somewhere past that diner lot, sky turned gold and all I know a wrong turn but felt right. That gravel felt like freedom's bite. We got gone, no maps, no calls, radio playing that old George Jones draw. You looked at me like, boy, don't stop. Somewhere past that diner lot, sky turned gold and all I know, we got gone and we let go. We got gone, no goodbyes, just your hand out chasing the sky. Your hair was dancing, my heart was too. Didn't need nothing but me and you. Taillights humming a simple song. We didn't run, we just got gone. Pulled up your name just to stare at the screen. 5 years gone, but it still hits me clean. The last voice note saved in a cloud. Oh, baby, don't forget, in a soft southern sound. Whiskey don't hit like your bedtime prayer. Still got that quilt, still sleep in that chair. I've been to cities you never saw, but home's just echoes in these halls. Can't press play, can't let it go, 'cause your voice feels closer than my soul. These old voice notes, haunted like a ghost, saying I'm proud of you through a static tone. And I can't breathe when I hit repeat, so I leave it there right on 303, like you still speaking from someplace deep. These old voice notes, yeah, they still keep me. I left your town, thought I left your pain, but every mile drove just spelled your name. Success feel empty, trophies don't hug. I trade a Grammy for a back porch mug. I lie awake when the nights hit wrong and your birthday show up in every song. I tell myself it's just my mind, but that ringtone still make me cry. Ain't no filter for this grief, it don't fade, it don't leave, but you still guide me through these beats. These old voice notes, playing when I'm broke, saying you got this, baby, like you already know. I don't reply, but I still try to live a life that makes it right. And every time I wanna fold, you hit me soft through that phone. These old voice notes, yeah, they still hold me close.
The sun beats down on open plains. Road unwinds like endless chains, and every mile's a song unsung, with dust on boots and dreams still young. Faded maps and worn out hats, lonely nights with empty chats. But freedom's price ain't always cheap. It's the tears you swallow, the promise promises you keep. Dust on my boots and dreams to find. Leave the past in the dust behind. A restless heart, a wandering soul, chasing light to make me whole. A porch light flickers in my mind. Home's a place I leave behind, but in the wind I hear it clear. The road calls back, but I'm not near. No fences hold the fading sun, no ties to bind what's just begun. The road's my friend, my only truth, with dust on boots and dreams in youth. Dust on my boots and dreams to find. Every step's a piece of time. Though miles stretch on and nights get long, the road's my voice, my wandering song.
You were leaning on that window frame, saying nothing but your eyes gave it all away. There was something hanging in the air, like a word we both are scared to say. I had it caught right in my throat. One breath more I would've spoke, but the wind came in, your hair flew out, and we just stared like two dumb kids in denial. I almost said it, I love you, but the moment slipped like the sun through. Your fingers touching mine, just barely holding, heart wide open, but my lips stay frozen. Now I hear your name like a song too sweet, and I hum along where you used to be. Wish I'd let it out when the world stood still, but I never did, and maybe never will. You took the keys but left that note, folded tight next to my old denim coat. It didn't say much, just take care, but damn, I read it like a silent prayer. Now nights fall softer, but they don't feel kind. I still sip slow, thinking what if most nights. Maybe someday I'll say it clear, but ain't tonight, it still hurts right here. I almost said it, I love you, with a voice I still don't know how to use. Felt it hanging in the breath we shared. You were right there, now you're just not there. Every song that hits a minor chord feels like knocking on a locked up door. I should've let it out when time stood still, but I never did, and maybe never will. laughing at dreams we barely could trust. Summer rolled on with nowhere to run, just two old souls under that sun. You carved your name on that old pine, said this town's too small for dreams like mine. But I stayed back, kept fixing fence lines, while you chased stars I couldn't find. Old friend in the sunlight, where did you go? Down some road I may never know. But when the wind hums through the grain, it feels like you're right here again. Heard you made it out west last fall. Your voice still echoes through the draw. That field still holds our afternoon, where time stood still like a faded tune. Old friend in the sunlight, where did you go? Down some road I may never know. But when the wind hums through the grain, it feels like you're right here again. I tip my hat to the sky so wide, thanking you for that wild ride. Old friend in the sunlight's glow, you're in the place where good things go. Old friend in the sunlight, where did you go? Down some road I may never know. But when the wind hums through the grain, it feels like you're right here again. He walks out at break of day, dusting off that worn-out bay. The saddle's cracked, the leather thin, but he won't trade where she's been. She used to ride through open land, rain or shine, reins in her hand. He'd wait by the wooden post, watching her fade like morning's ghost. The saddle he still keeps, though time has climbed those steeps. Rest there by the stable wall, quiet proof she meant it all. Never says a bitter word, her name's not one you'll often heard. But every stitch and buckle bend holds the weight of where she went. Neighbors said to let it go, buy a new one, mend the flow. But hearts don't work like broken reins, some things stay to ease the strain. The saddle he still keeps, through years and silent sleeps. The hooves no longer touch the
clay. He won't let that saddle stray. No letters left, no vows to read, just a seat that knew her speed. And every dawn he gently sweeps the saddle he still keeps.
It's been sitting by the closet door since the night you walked the floor. Tag still hanging, zippers tight. No one touched it since that fight. Inside there's denim full of dust, a shirt that held your midnight trust. But you left it, never looked back, the luggage that never got unpacked. We moved on but left that weight in that small room by the gate, like words that no one dared react, just luggage that never got unpacked. Some goodbyes don't slam a door, they settle down in drawers and floors. And every time I pass that rack, I hear the life we never unpacked. So it waits there still and plain, like a suitcase soaked in rain. A love we lost, a silent act, and luggage that never got unpacked. Rusty frame, faded paint, rolling slow without complaint. Windows down, breeze flows in, a faithful friend through thick and thin. Tires kick dust on dirt and stone, paths I've known since I was grown. Engine hums a steady song, takes me back where I belong. Old truck on the country road, carrying stories never told. Through the hills and open plains, in that truck I'm whole again. Sunset paints the sky with fire, memories in the rear view tire. Though the years have come and gone, that old truck keeps rolling. Here's to roads that never end, and that old truck, my lifelong friend. With every mile and every load, I find my heart along that road.
Pulled off at the Chevron sign, half a tank but I needed time. Sky was bleeding pink and blue, like the words I should have said to you. Ashtray full but I don't smoke, your voice echoes in every note. Old love songs on the radio, hurts more when you already know. That night felt longer than the road. You left and I drove slow. I ain't mad, just hollowed out, but I still hear your name too loud. Gas station lights on my windshield, looking like stars, but they don't feel real. You said forever like it burned slow. Now I'm just chasing your echo. Empty seat where you used to laugh. Can't rewind, can't take it back. If you ever wonder what I see, it's your ghost riding next to me. Phone says no signal again, just like how we used to pretend. We were fine when we were not. Now I'm stuck with all we lost. Every exit looks the same. New town, same pain. Rear view's just a movie reel of a love that forgot how to feel. Gas station lights on my windshield, dripping down like tears I can't kill. You said always like a soft song. Now I'm humming it all night long. Engine running, I ain't moved. Still sitting in the shape of you. If you ever wonder where I'd be, it's your ghost riding next to me.
Still stacked from yesterday. We passed like ghosts but chose to stay. Your hands poured silence into mine, and I mistook that grip for time. You hummed a tune that had no name, but every note still felt the same. 1,000 words behind your eyes, all dressed in calm, but born from lies. It ain't the storm that split the seams, the quiet built from quiet dreams. Hearts don't break from shattered strings, but from the weight of unsaid things. Less of us and more space between the moments we can't face.
it pressed against the heart. And even now my memory clings to the weight of unsaid things.
Beneath the sky so wide and clear, I hold a spark that draws me near. Not a blaze but steady gleam, a quiet hope, a simple dream. Through fields where silence softly lays, I walk beside these gentle rays. Each step I take, a story told, hearts of fire, small but bold. Little lights along the way, guiding through both night and day. Not grand but true and bright, the dreams that carry me tonight. Storms may come and skies may gray, these sparks will never fade away. In every breath, a chance to grow, a humble seed I'll always sow. So here I stand beneath this sky, with little lights that lift me high, a path made clear by hopes I keep, a promise sown for dreams to reap. Had your name at the top, folded words I couldn't drop, wrote it down round 2 a.m., then tore it up and wrote again. Didn't know what I should say, if you'd smile or walk away, so I left it in my drawer, still unread but wanting more. Thought time might heal the space, but your ghost don't leave this place. This is the letter I never sent, full of words that I still meant. Tried to move, but every turn led me back where old flames burn. You don't know what you don't read, but this thing still bleeds from me. You were more than just a name, you were every line I couldn't frame. Found it once behind my boots, yellowed edge but truth still roots. I read it slow like I was you, wondering if you'd feel it too. Some goodbyes don't need goodbye, they just echo when you try. This is the letter I never sent, full of words that I still meant. Tried to move, but every turn led me back where old flames burn. You don't know what you against the land, just life's folded in a trembling hand. This is the letter I never sent, but I still whisper what I meant. Under stars, behind closed eyes, where your voice still quiets mine. If someday this finds your hands, I hope you'll read and understand. You were more than just a name, you're the line I still can't change.
Chased the cash to shine the nights, thought I'd feel full in neon lights. Left home young, thought I knew best, left your letters all unread. Now this chair don't creak the way it did, and Ma's old swing don't move a bit. I chased the wrong things, lost the right ones, traded heartbeats for the fast runs, built a name but not a life, took the road but left my life. Ain't no fame can fix the sting. Yeah, I chased the wrong things. Your voice was soft, but I was loud, too damn proud to say I'm proud. Time slipped by like sand through skin, now I'd trade gold just to hear again. I see your face in rearview glass, whispers float like fields I passed. If I could turn that wheel around, I'd go back now, put my roots in the ground. I chased the wrong things, broke the right hearts, lit the fuse and watched it spark. Built a world that felt so wide, but it's cold when no one's by your side. Would give it all for what you'd bring. Yeah, I'd chase the wrong thing. And I'd give it all for one more spring.
Ran for miles with hunger strong, cut through stone, sang freedom song. But round the bend it lost its track, a river turning back. Touched the plains, kissed mountain's edge, carried dreams on water's pledge. And still it found the same old track, that river circling back. Not all journeys end in blue, some just lead you back to truth. You carve escape in every crack, but came home like a heart attack. Tried to leave, but the earth knew where the deepest part ran through. Time don't warn and maps don't track the river that loops back. So if you feel you're moving on and all your pain is nearly gone, look down and see the winding track. You might just circle back.
Found it in the top drawer back of your desk. Yellowed at the edges, ink bled like the rest. Sonny, if you're reading this, I'm long gone, but I wrote you something to lean on. It smelled like cedar and old smoke. Every word heavy, every line choked. You said life ain't fair, but it's yours to live. Give more than you take and learn to forgive. Wish you said it out loud, not just in pen, but maybe that's how tough men been. You left a letter, not a last goodbye. Folded them neat under cufflinks and time. Didn't say much, just what I need to get through hell with dignity. There's no I love you, no final line, but I hear your voice in every rhyme. You weren't one to talk too much, but that letter said enough. I read it slow, then once more. Sat there in boots you wore before. Mom's asleep, the porch light dim. I held that paper like I held him. Funny how silence speaks so loud. In cursive words you never said out loud, but I felt you sit right next to me, saying make mistakes, just own them, be. You taught me how to hold a wrench, now I'm holding on to every sentence. You left a letter but no goodbye. No tear-stained words, just your quiet pride. Didn't preach, didn't plead or cry, just your way of saying I'm still by. I folded it back, closed that drawer. I poured a whiskey, didn't need more. Yeah, you never said that stuff out loud, but that letter, man, it screamed out proud.
We used to dance in northern sky. Now you just nod, avoid goodbyes. Still close enough to trace your face, but miles apart in empty space. The room is full, but breath feels thin, like stories trapped beneath the skin. You speak in looks, I answer none, like twilight long after the sun. There's noise in towns and quiet in bars. but the loudest sound is where you are. No thunder crash, no slam shut cars, just silence between the stars. Not every inn has doors or clocks. Some drift like dust between the rocks, and hearts don't break with roars or scars. They hush beneath the stars. So if we fade, don't call it far. We're just still here, whoever we are. Not lost, not whole, just who we are. In the silence between the stars, the silence between the stars.
She got the best of me. Saw her tail lights by the quick stop, didn't think she'd leave that fast. Half a tank and half a one, guess I should've known she'd pass. She said, don't wait up this time. Threw my hoodie in the seat, left her ring by the sink. Guess that's all she had to leave. She said goodbye with the gas pump running. Didn't cry, didn't look like nothing, just a shrug and a take care now, like we were strangers somehow. I stood there with a Coke in hand, watching her fade like the desert sand. That's how love dies. Say, yeah, this one. Just nodded like he'd seen it probably twice just yesterday. Some folks leave with suitcases, some just drive away. She said goodbye with the gas pump running, didn't yell, didn't say she's done it. And there I stood in my same old boots, feeling like some worn out fool, still holding on to nothing tight. Well, she turned left into the night. That's how hearts break. A gas station's quiet like fate.
It stood there in a silent room, among the dust, the empty bloom. The vase had cracked, the water dried, but still it held its head with pride. No hand hands came near, no window breeze, no whisper from the dying trees. Yet in the stillness, lost in grace, lived the flower that outlived the vase. Some things grow where they're not fit, some keep faith when hope is dead. It stood alone in time and place, that flower lost without its vase. It didn't bloom to be admired, just burned without a flame or fire. And every wilted edge held trace of the love it couldn't replace. So if you pass and catch its eye, don't ask the how, don't ask the why. Some hearts just beat through empty space, like that flower beyond the vase.
To glance and feel at home, same old grin, same lines I'd known. But now it stares like empty space, the mirror that forgot my face. I left some youth in motel sinks, wrote my name in thoughts I'd shrink. Years don't steal, they just erase, with mirrors that forget your face. There ain't no crack, no frame untrue, just time repainting shades of you. I blink but can't retrace what the mirror chose to misplace. Maybe hearts change bone and skin from losses we hold deep within, but I never guessed I'd be replaced in the mirror that forgot my face. Dreams too soft to fail, it reflects a world I can't. There ain't no crack, no frame untrue, just time repainting shades of you. I blink but can't retrace what the mirror chose to misplace. Maybe hearts change bone and skin from losses we hold deep within, but I never guessed I'd be replaced in the mirror that forgot my face. It reflects the world I can't. Tank gone, same old truck, same old song. flame still burned in the dash, like smoke from a bridge we crashed. Your coffee cup still in the tray, lipstick mark won't wash away. I drive slow through these backwood turns, hoping some pain might not return. Ain't no slamming doors or fights, just a slow fade into quiet nights. You ain't mad and I ain't proud, guess some good things just die out. Ain't much left but an echo ring of your goodbye still stinging. You said it's not you, I said I'm fine, but you knew damn well I lied. Now this seat feels cold at night, no hand to hold at the red light. I ain't crying but I ain't tough, just driving around with not much left of us. Flannels hanging on the hook still smell like spring, and the way you look, I leave it there like a photograph, afraid to lose what we once had. They say time will clean the slate, but memories don't wash away. Ain't much left but this beating heart, still ticking in a truck that won't start. Your ghost rides in my rear view, ain't moving on, just missing you. No big fight, no final word, just silence louder than I ever heard. Some folks break, some folks bend. Me, I just stall where we end.
Fences bend with tales untold, grain fields glow in amber gold. No one speaks but something stays, carried in the turning days. Boot prints lost in morning rain, fade like songs that bear no name. Every rusted weather vein still turns toward forgotten pain. The wind remembers faces even when the names are gone. It hums through broken places, whistling what went wrong. Not all roads are meant for walking, some are only meant for grace. The wind remembers faces and every long lost place. Letters burn but scent remains, drifting through the window pane. What was never meant to last still circles through the grass. The wind remembers faces more than photographs can hold. Time may trade its traces, but it never takes the soul. When the night is bare of mercy, it still touches like a prayer. The wind remembers faces as if they're always there. It hums through broken places, whistling what went wrong. Not all roads are meant for walking, some are